What's going on, guys? LtCol-Ayre here, and today we are going to be doing the next character in our operator review series, which is going to be Blitz. I decided to go ahead and do a character I was much more comfortable with instead of doing a character for new players. But if you have any characters you would like me to do, just leave their name down below in the comments, and I'll go ahead and get some gameplay with them, and I'll get a video up for you as soon as I can. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with Blitz. Blitz is a 3 armor, 1 speed operator. For his primary weapon, he has the G52 tactical shield. For his secondary, he uses the P12 handgun. Now, the gadgets can depend on the situation. You have the choice between smokes or breaching charges. Honestly, you need to just coordinate with your team and carry smoke grenades if you have enough breaching charges, or breaching charges if your team needs them. First thing you should know about Blitz, he's not for new players. He's a really hard character to get used to and requires a lot of practice. So if you're new to the game, I recommend you just wait until you know a lot about it. You have to know a lot about Peeker's Advantage and then spawn trapping. As you can see, what I'm doing here is I'm walking up to the building slowly with my shield drawn, because I noticed that window up at the top right's broken. I don't want anybody to shoot me or my team, so I try to draw my attention to the shield. I notice somebody's at this window, but there's no point in engaging because I'm not going to win that fight, because simply I'm not going to have my shield out. I'll go ahead and hit the window and see if I can see anybody, just to kind of get a little bit of knowledge about where the enemy team is located. No point in engaging him, I'm way too far out. So I go ahead and decide I'm going to drone this area. Now, a good thing that all players should know is always drone. Droning is probably the most important thing in the game because knowledge is key. Now I scare off the frost with a flash, and then I move in, put my back against the wall, and wait for an opportunity. I notice the Rick's not paying attention, so I try to get a cheeky shot, but I just pepper him a little bit. Now here, I'm going to pause the video, and you'll see that I waited for the opportunity to shoot. Every time, what you want to do is wait for a reload or them to try to throw something like a smoke or a nitrocell. Now, waiting for a nitrocell is very risky, obviously, because you can easily get taken out. But waiting for something like an impact grenade or a reload from a weapon is an easy kill. That's exactly what you want to do when you play Blitz. You want to wait for opportunities, and when you get a good flash in, you got an easy kill. This next clip is going to show the strongest part about Blitz. Blitz's ability to 1v1 players. The best thing for Blitz is just singling out characters and easily taking them out with his flash and melee combo. Now, he's probably the best character for taking out roamers, just because roamers are usually on their own and they can't call out for their team for help. As you can see, this rook is kind of a little bit overextended, and I'm easily able to move in, get the flashbang, and an easy kill. He must have called for his friend, because smoke does come, but he has come too late, and he's just left himself in another 1v1 fight, which I'm easily able to secure the kill. The best thing to practice with Blitz is timing, aiming, and not panicking. When you panic with Blitz is when you lose matches. As you can see, I flashed that echo and got an easy kill. What I probably should have done there, just for safe measure, is flashed him, moved around the corner, and flashed him one more time just to ensure that he stays flashed. I tried to take out this Valkyrie, but honestly, I should have just flashed her again. But I thought my melee would go through, and apparently I just missed a bunch of melees. It's fine though, we ended up winning the round anyway. When playing Blitz, you always want to make sure that you're in front of your team so that your team doesn't take any unnecessary shots. The shield's there for a reason. Now, I will tell you that the Blitz does technically have a health bar. I know that sounds weird, but it can get hit almost like you're meleeed. I had never experienced it before until I got shot at by 3 different characters at the same time. If your shield takes enough shots from bullets, you will get it meleeed out of the front of you, and you will just absorb all the shots into your face. It's really weird, and it takes a lot of shots, so it doesn't happen often, but it can happen. Now, I noticed that the smoke is on his own roaming, and he's kind of unaware that I'm coming up the stairs right now, so I decided that this should be an easy kill. I get the flashbang and notice that he's completely blinded, so I get an easy kill on Smoke. Make sure that whenever you get a kill, you're calling it out to your team so they know about someone not being in the match. Alright, I'm moving in. Don't shoot me in the back. As you can see, I called out that I was moving in. Always make sure you do that so that you're not getting shot in the back unnecessarily. You don't want any team kills if you can avoid them. I went ahead and killed the mirror even though she was down because I knew the last operator was Doc and I wouldn't want any revive out of nowhere coming. I go ahead and push the Doc and ensure the kill just for safe measure. That's really all I've got for Blitz today. He's a character that just requires a lot of practice. You can't just magically watch a video on YouTube and learn how to play him, but I can teach you some tips here and there. The last tip I have for you is this thing that works a lot like a quickscope from Call of Duty. Just line up the headshot in the middle of your crosshair, then quickly aim and shoot. You can get lots of cheeky kills this way and use it to win plenty of matches.
It's like me when I killed 3 of them.
Just like all the other operator review videos, I'm going to be leaving a review for him and a 1 out of 10 rating for novice and advanced players. For novice players, he's a 1. He's just way too hard to play when you're brand new to the game. He requires a lot of know-how about Peeker's advantage and the ins and outs of all the operators. Now, for advanced players, I give him a 9 out of 10. Just because if you do practice with him, he could be one of the strongest characters in the game. But again, shields aren't always the best option, just because if they're running a lot of nitro cells, then you're not going to be able to do much. But again, a good Blitz can win games. Anyway, that's going to be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any recommends for operators you would love to see me do next, just leave them down in the comments and I'll get to it. Anyway, that's going to be all for today's video, and this is Lieutenant Colonel Ayre, signing off.